Hey everybody, Arash Rock here from Indelible Voice Editing and Writing Coaching. Today I'm going to talk with you about why should academics switch to Bluesky and how can they? I've been waiting for someone to do a video like this, like a simple, quick video to help people understand what's going on and how they can get in on the action. Nobody was doing it, so I thought, hey, there was a Chronicle article on this topic that came out recently, and I've been around the block myself on social media. I started researching social media back when MySpace was really big, which was like 20 years ago. And then I've been on Twitter for 15 years. So I've seen a lot of evolution in that time, not just in one particular platform like X or Twitter, but just in the whole social media ecosystem as a whole. And one of the things that's exciting to me is that I think Bluesky has some of that energy of the hashtag academic Twitter community that was really strong in like the early 2010s and really just dissipated, and now X is kind of a grueling place to be. Like, it's just not fun anymore. So if you're looking for a place that is actually a fun and safe place to tweet about your academic research and share your ideas and connect with others, I think Bluesky is the place. So let's get into it. So first, really briefly, why is Bluesky blowing up right now? You might have noticed that Bluesky is now like the #2 most popular social media app on the US Apple Store. And you also see AOC going back to Bluesky saying, wow, this place is really cool, missed it. What has happened since I've been gone? So why are people going over to Bluesky from X/Twitter? And why are people who have been away for some time going back there again and kind of saying, wow, I forgot about this place. It's really cool. Basically, I think after the election, left-leaning progressives were frustrated with Trump teaming up with Elon Musk. There had always been a stream of folks abandoning X/Twitter, but, you know, it kind of heated up because Taylor Swift, among other people, a lot of the Swifties started to leave X, and including a lot of academics. And where did they go? Well, they went to Bluesky, which is where you can apparently find Sexy Elf. There's not enough time to talk about Sexy Elf. If you want to learn about Sexy Elf, go look at Fane Greenwood on Bluesky. She's got all of that locked down. In addition to these big political undercurrents, I think there's some specific problems with X, aka Twitter, that people have had for a number of years. It uses algorithmic sorting, so you see a lot of stuff you don't want. Like, I'm not a Trump supporter, but I often see videos of him looking for money. Pay structure. To get seen, you must pay. If you want to get the kind of reach that a lot of professionals need for their business, for example, you have to pay a monthly fee. X also has fairly lax moderation policies, and I think these have gotten worse over the last couple years, meaning bad actors can linger, and all of these things together make it a really unfun place to network, which is really essential for academics. So what is Bluesky by comparison? Well, it's very similar to Twitter because it kind of is a white label Twitter clone, but it is minus a lot of the problems that Twitter/X is experiencing right now. It doesn't really have algorithmic sorting, so who you follow is what you see. So if you like to follow people who talk a lot about progressive politics, that's what you'll see. If you like to follow people who talk a lot about, I don't know, how to make espresso coffee, then you'll see a lot about espresso coffee. It also has a stronger community where bad actors don't linger. If there are known bad actors that come onto the platform, a lot of the time they don't really get a lot of a following there, to put it mildly. And if they really step out of line, the moderators will quickly show them the door. And this is very different from X these days, where these folks can get a lot of audience. And together, all of this makes Bluesky, I think, a more fun place where accounts can grow more quickly, which is important for early career academics. Like, you need a primary place for your social media platform to exist, right? You need that account. That's the primary one you go to. And what I've seen over the last couple of days shows me that I think academic Twitter is moving to Bluesky. Maybe I'll be wrong, but I do think that that is where I see the accounts going to, is from X to Bluesky. Maybe they'll stay on X. Maybe, they don't delete their accounts, but there has been just such an influx to Bluesky that I don't see how it doesn't happen. Which brings us to the question, how to make the most of Bluesky. I would suggest you try it out for a while. It was invite only for a number of years, and you kind of needed a secret handshake. You needed to know someone with a code. That's not true anymore, so you can just go there and register. So once you've registered, I'd suggest following a couple starter packs. I think this is how Bluesky is growing really rapidly, is that there are themed lists of people who post high quality content. So if you want to follow queer editors, see Tanya Gold's starter pack. If you want to follow journalism and mass comm academics, look at Jeremy Littau's starter pack, or whatever you want. You can search for keywords at theblueskydirectory.com/starter-packs/all and see what turns up. Then the other thing you should immediately do is set up your profile, avatar, and welcome message. Your avatar and header can be found here. You edit them by clicking Edit Profile in a similar way as on X/Twitter. Make your avatar like a person or identifiable. A lot of the time people won't follow accounts that are totally anonymous. That's like a cat or like a plant or something. It's up to you, but just in my experience, if you can give people the sense that there's a real person behind this account, it's more likely to get followed back. Profile, give it some personality. What are you going to post about? What interests you? What makes you tick? And then finally, post a welcome message and pin it in very much the same way that you do on Twitter/X. And that is it. Now, when you follow people, they'll look at your profile and say, is this person cool? Should I follow them back? And maybe they will. And finally, a few do's and don'ts of engagement. If you're young, this is Jean-Luc Picard. He was on a series called Star Trek: The Next Generation, which aired from the late 80s to mid-90s. Just trust me on this. This is a very funny reference because his catchphrase was engage. Get it? Okay. Anywho, so don't just share publications. Try and have conversations. I would not treat Bluesky as just a one-way street, but instead think of it as an opportunity to understand and talk with people like you on topics that matter. Don't just post clickbait. Exercise restraint. I think we should really try and keep this platform from turning into X. One of the ways we do that is by just not posting incendiary content and clickbaity headlines, right? If we can exercise restraint as a community, this will become a more community space. And similarly, report and block bad actors ruthlessly. If you see someone being bigoted or transphobic, report them. And also make some noise, because the people who follow you probably also want to not follow that person. If we can keep bad actors from getting an audience on this platform in the first place, they simply won't linger because no one will be listening to them. So that does it. I hope that explains why Bluesky has become more popular over the last couple of days and how you as an early career academic can get on it. I do think Bluesky has bottled some of that early 2010s hashtag academic Twitter vibes. And if you like having conversations, making jokes, and just generally maybe having some fun while doing professional things, I'd really suggest checking it out. And if you want more videos and articles on topics like this, go to indeliblevoice.com/writing club. That's my own website, and that's where you can find all sorts sorts of free material for academics. Thanks so much for watching, and hope to see you again soon.